Welcome back to another edition of Maddie's Rap. I'm your host, award-winning author and world-renowned storyteller, Matt D. Talford, author of a couple of amazing books that I will tell you about at the end of this video, okay? Now, if you guys saw my new for 2023 video, you know that one of the things that I mentioned in there is that I would be doing more conversational pieces. Today's video is going to be the first of those. But before I dig into that, I want to say a very special thank you to a very special group of people, my new and returning subscribers. I thank you guys. I value you guys. I appreciate you guys. I love you guys. I thank you for rocking with me. You guys have been with me since the beginning of Maddie's Rap, when the content was just me talking sports and such, and you guys stayed with me through the transition to breaking down scripture and showing how the Bible and the scriptures are spiritual in nature and not religious. And I appreciate you guys. You guys stayed with me through the transition. That means a lot to me. I love you guys. Thank you so much. Now, let me get into today's conversational piece. Today's conversational piece is going to be about, it's going to be a tribute to my Capricorns out there, my fellow Capricorns. Now, you guys, not going from any notes or anything, I want to talk to you, Capricorn, because why 2023 is going to be a special year. It's going to be a special year. Listen, if you're not a Capricorn and you vibe with what I'm about to say, grab what's yours. Grab what's yours out of it and then take the rest and toss it, all right? Leave it for somebody else to toss it if it's not useful for you. But I'm talking specifically to Capricorns. Why? Why is 2023 going to be a special year for you, Capricorn? Let's look at a couple things. Number one, I'm going to play with a little bit of numerology here, a little bit. We're just going to play with some numbers and show you what they mean. First of all, everyone in the spiritual community knows the significance of 2023. This year is special because it is a 7 year. We know that 7 is a very powerful number in scripture. 7 is the number of completion. We know that on the seventh day, the Most High rested after he created the heavens and the earth, okay? So 7 is some people consider 7 a lucky number. You go to Vegas and you play in the slot machines, you hit triple sevens, you walk in with a bag. You're walking out of there with a bag, all right? You're walking out of there with a bag. So 7 is a very powerful number. It's a very significant number, and it is nonetheless significant with regards to what is going to be taking place for a lot of us this year. Now, what is Capricorn? If you look at astrology, Capricorn is the ruler of the 10th house, okay? Should have turned my notifications off, family, but I'm going to let it roll. Capricorn is the ruler of the 10th house, okay? So we know that Capricorn, the 10th house, for those of you that don't know, I'm just going to say one word, career, all right? Most people who study astrology can agree with that. It is, if you count back 6 from 10, you got 4. 4 is home, that's your private life. 10 is career, that's your public life, all right? So a lot of people identify the 10th house as the house of career, also called the midheaven. Anyway, let me get to my point. You take that number 10 and you add that to the number 7 for the number 7 year. What do you have? You have 17. We know in numerology, you like to reduce the numbers. You like to keep reducing the numbers down by adding them together until you have reduced them to a single digit. And you don't do that with master numbers like 11, 22, 33, 44, and so on. So if you take 10, which is the number that represents the house that Capricorn rules in astrology, the 10th house, you take that number 10, you add it to 7. 7 is the year we're in. You take 10, you add it to 7, you have 17. What is 17 reduced to? 7 plus 1 is 8. Okay? In numerology, 8 is considered to be the number of manifestation. It is considered to be the number of abundance. There's some other things out there too, like infinity, whatever. If you turn 8 sideways, I'm not dealing with that. I'm dealing simply with, because we're talking about a single year, I want to deal with the manifestation and the abundance, okay? So if you are okay? So if you are a Capricorn, 2023 is going to be a special year for you. Now, why am I dealing with the Capricorns? Some of you might say, well, Matt, it's because you're a Capricorn yourself. And when I say Capricorn, I'm specifically talking about those with major Capricorn placements such as your sun, your moon, your ascendant, aka your rising, your Venus, that's your love planet, or your Mars, that's your action planet. Okay, so if you've got Capricorn in any one of those placements, sun, moon, rising, Venus, or Mars, I'm saying that this is going to be a special year for you. Now, let's talk about why with Capricorn. Capricorn, every sign of the 12 signs of the zodiac has a special purpose. They got something special that they do. But the thing with Capricorn is, the thing that makes Capricorn, let me say that Capricorn is different from the other signs in a couple of ways. Number one, Capricorn is what I call a hybrid sign, okay? It is, if you look at the avatar for Capricorn, it is half mountain goat. We know the mountain goat climbs to high heights over treacherous terrain. No matter how treacherous, that mountain goat gets to the top. It is half fish on the back end. So it is, and when I say fish, I'm not talking about the regular fish. It is a sea animal. It's got, look at the tail on the avatar for the Capricorn. When you got a strong, powerful tail like that, you can dive. You can dive to some deep depths. Now, that is what I believe makes Capricorn unique out of all of the 12 zodiac signs. Let's continue on. Using that avatar, that mountain goat climbs to heights where the other animals can't necessarily get to unless they're a bird, okay? The Capricorn, that mountain goat can climb to places where the air is thin. Too thin for some of the other avatars of the zodiac. Take, for example, Gemini and Virgo being people. Aquarius, that's a person. They can't get to the heights that mountain goat can get to. The ram can climb. Rams can climb mountains too, but they're not built like that mountain goat. Okay, and that even though that ram can climb to those heights, that ram can't dive to the depths. It can't go underwater. So you're looking at this thing that is created to be an all-terrain type of animal. All right, an all-terrain type of avatar, and that is pretty much what we know about Capricorns. Capricorns come into this world with some very challenging tasks. I like to say challenging soul missions. I don't know a Capricorn that hasn't had it incredibly tough. But when you look at that Capricorn does not give up. It does not quit. It does not slow down. Look at my community post that I did talking about how the Most High had to slow me down. It's like, Matt, I'm not giving you any fresh downloads because you don't know when to stop. So I'm going to make you stop. I'm not giving you any downloads. I don't want you in the studio. I want you to take a week off. Don't record anything. I want you to take 3-4 days off. Just don't even leave the house. Just chill out. Chill. Just watch a show on TV. Okay? I don't even want you reading a book, because if you read a book, you're going to start thinking about how you can incorporate that into content. Reading books, sometimes people read for pleasure. Because I prefer nonfiction, reading for me feels like work. It does, but I love it. I love it. I love books. I've always been drawn to nonfiction books. It's just from the time I was a child. But anyway, let me get back to you, Capricorn. So, the thing that makes that Capricorn special is it is super hard, okay? Now, if you look at the ruling planet for Capricorn, it is Saturn. We know that Saturn is considered to be the taskmaster of the zodiac. Saturn is about trying you. Saturn is about testing you. Saturn is the arbiter of karma, good or bad. If you did something that you need to get paid back, Saturn is the energy that makes sure you get back what you put out, okay? That's why okay? That's why I'm so big on staying high vibrational and always trying to put out good, because you get back what you put out. But the thing with the Capricorn placements is it is delayed gratitude. It is delayed rewards. You have to go through something before you get it. Well, I'm here to tell you, Capricorn, 2023 is the year you get it. All right? A lot of y'all, the last time we had a 7-year was 2014. A lot of you all had significant things that took place in 2014. I know I can speak for myself. I finished my book in 2014, published it a year later, but I completed a work that I began in a year earlier in 2013. 2014 was not without its challenges. I won't go into some of those. They were personal challenges, but they tested me. They tested me. They tested my family. All right. But we kept going through it. And on top of that, I still had to publish this book. I had to produce this book. I had left corporate America months earlier, and it's like, okay, it's go time now. It's go time now. You don't have that steady paycheck coming in now. Now what are you going to do? I had a lot of significant things that happened in 2014, the last time there was a 7-year, but I kept going. I kept going. I kept planting those seeds. I kept going. This is typical life of a Capricorn. You typically do not hear a Capricorn complain about what they got to do. They're like, look, I'll just do it. A Capricorn, you'll typically never hear, or you'll typically not hear a Capricorn ask for help. If a Capricorn asks for help, they really need it. Because the Capricorns go, let me tell you more about that Capricorn. That Capricorn will take on things that nobody else wants to do. Or the Most High will assign a Capricorn to do something that can't nobody else do. And typically, if it's something nobody else can do, it's typically going to be something nobody else wants to do. But that Capricorn says, I'll do it. I got some stories I could tell y'all. Even when I was in the military. I won't go into that here. But most Capricorns are that send me, I'll go type of personality. They are. And it doesn't matter where that placement is. If it's the sun, that's what they're about that life. If it's the moon is the ruler of the emotions. You got a Capricorn moon, you're going to have some challenges that hit a little bit closer to home maybe than even a Capricorn sun. You got some challenges. You came in with challenges in your home. If you're a Cap moon and you continue to go, you like, I don't stop. I can't stop. Won't stop. All right. I'm here to tell you 2023 is going to be that year where you don't have to worry about it anymore. And the Most High is going to slow a lot of us Capricorns down in 2023 so that our rewards can catch up with us because we're always running. The Most High, listen, if you a Capricorn and you've been through it, and again, listen, no slight to the other. Everybody's got something they go through. We all incarnate onto this planet to grow our souls. The only way you grow muscle is putting that muscle under stress. You can't say I want to be a champion bodybuilder and don't never put any more than 135 on that bench. That's the bar and a 45-pound plate on each side. You can't say I want to be a world champion bodybuilder and just lift 135 all the time. You got to put some stress on those muscles. All right. So everybody, regardless of what your placement is, you came here to grow your soul muscle. Otherwise, you wouldn't be here. It's that simple. All right. And I know a lot of y'all have hit me up in the videos and stuff and in the comment section talking about ain't no such thing as reincarnation and, the Most High don't want you looking at no astrology and all of this. And I'll say it again. I'm not arguing with y'all this year. I'm not going to do it. All right. Whether you like it or not, there were planets in the heavens at the time you were born. Whether you like it or not, they were in certain degrees relative to the location that you were born at the time that you were born. Relative to the location. When you talk about the houses, all of the constellations were in one of 12 houses relative to the time that you were born and the location that you were born, whether you like it or not. And those energies, because they're just energy, just like you are. We sometimes mistake our bodies for something that they're not. They're just containers for energy. That's all they are. That's all they are. This is why, go check out my man Ralph Smart. If y'all don't know who Ralph Smart is, look up Infinite Waters on your YouTube. Do a search for Infinite Waters. I'll put a link to his channel in my description box. I love that brother. He stays high vibrational. And if you ever listen to him, every now and then he'll pull the curtain back and let y'all see into his past. If you know what his past was like, that brother went through something. That's why I said we all been through something, but I'm dealing with Capricorn specifically. 1, because I am a Capricorn, and 2, I know what Capricorns out there go through, and they don't complain. They do not complain. You're a Capricorn Sun, you went through it. You're a Capricorn Moon, you've been through it. You're a Capricorn Rising, aka Ascendant, you've been through it. You're Venus in Capricorn, you've been through it in love. You've been through it in your love relationships. If you're a Mars Capricorn, guess what? That's your action style. You stay in it. You stay, but you go through that Mars in Capricorn is all about taking a structured and disciplined approach to action, everything they do. So if you're Mars in Capricorn, you've been through it, but you use that Capricorn energy to get through it. So I'm here to celebrate you guys and tell you this is your year. This is your year. Capricorn, 10th house, 2023, year number 7. 10 plus 7 is 17. 7 plus 1 is 8. 8 is abundance and manifestation. So anybody, listen, this is a year a lot of stuff is going to hit, but especially you Capricorns. Especially you Capricorns. And if you're a Capricorn, if you're a Capricorn with a life path 8, I'm not getting into life path numbers. You guys can look this stuff up. All right, do your research. Look up life paths, how to get your life path number. Your life path number is really easy. You take the numbers, the numerical representation of your date of birth in month, day, year format. In other words, the 4-digit year and the 2-digit month and date, you add those numbers up and you reduce them down to a single digit. All right, and that's going to be your life path number. Unless it's the number 11, I think that's something special. That's something different. You guys can look that up. But if you are a Capricorn this year with the life path number 8, you got a double coming in for you. Double. You got it coming in double for you. You getting double for your trouble. You're a life path 8 with a Capricorn in this year, you're getting double for your trouble. It's coming in, y'all. It's coming in. You're going to be rewarded. You're going to be rewarded for your labors, for your tireless effort in whatever you did. I don't care if it's out, Capricorn Sun or Rising. I don't care if it's at home or with your emotions, Capricorn Moon. Okay? I don't care if it's Venus in Capricorn, your love. I don't care if it's Mars in Capricorn. You got it coming in. You got it coming in if you got one of those, especially the big 3. Especially the big 3. That's the Sun, the Moon, or the Rising. Y'all go check out my Sun, Moon, and Rising video. All right? How to know yourself. How to know yourself. So Capricorns, listen. Y'all get chosen for the toughest of tasks in life. Okay? Okay, I got a friend of mine I went to elementary school with. She gave a shout out to her husband on Instagram. Husband's an ex-Navy SEAL. That says it all. He's a Capricorn. That says it all. He was built for what he did. He was built for it. And not that I know that there are other zodiac signs and stuff in there, but I'm telling you, when I see a Capricorn in something, I know they've been through it, but I know they built for it. And it doesn't always feel good, but we don't complain. And your reward for not complaining is coming in. It's coming in. So, all right. So, listen, I know y'all because I know me. You're going to keep planting seeds and you're going to keep on grinding. But I'm here to tell you, everything that you've been through over this last 9-year cycle is coming in for you now. It's coming in for you. So I will leave you one word of caution, though, because a lot of us are tired. A lot of us out here are tired. I will leave you one word of caution. If you're a Capricorn Sun, Capricorn Moon, Capricorn Rising, watch your words this year. Remember what I said that boils down to? It boils down to an 8. 8 is the number of manifestation as well. So what you speak this year, you're going to get. So be careful that you're only speaking positive. Don't speak nothing negative over your life. Don't speak nothing negative over anybody else's life. They're going to get what they got coming. If they harmed you or tried to harm you in any type of way with their words or their actions or deeds, they're going to get what's coming to them. Don't listen. The scripture says, vengeance is mine, saith the Lord, and I will repay. Y'all check that video out I did. I did a video on how to stop incurring karma. We incur negative karma on ourselves when we try to take what belongs to God. When we try to take what belongs to God. Vengeance belongs to him. So when we try to take it, guess what you're taking? You're taking on that person's karma now. You're taking it on. So leave people alone. They're going to get what theirs. Be careful of what you speak over yourself. Be careful of what you speak over somebody else's life. If you catch yourself about to say something, zip it up. Zip it up, because y'all manifesting big time. You want something to manifest in your life, start saying it. Start saying it daily. Start saying it daily and know that it's coming in. I did a video talking about the secret manifestation or manifestation hack. It's about knowing. It's about knowing. You got to know that the thing that you are trying to manifest is coming. You got to know it. All you got to do is desire it. You create it here. You create it here. You create it in your feminine energy. Y'all hear me talk about chakras. Y'all heard me talk about chakra zones all last year. Listen, keep those chakras tuned. They have chakra tuning frequencies all over YouTube, or you can even buy them. You can download them if you want to get them on Amazon Music or whatever music streaming platform you got. They have chakra tuning frequencies. Keep your chakras in balance. Sound affects everything. Play different sound frequencies in front of a glass of water and see the shapes it makes. All right? If our bodies are mostly water, if they're more water than solid, what do you think you're doing with different frequencies and music things that you listen to? This is why I'm about staying high vibrational, y'all. And this is why I'm about retuning those chakras on a daily basis. I play chakra tuning frequencies all the time. All right? If you're a Capricorn with water placements, if you're a Capricorn, you already got water. Think about that. Because the avatar is part sea animal, part mountain goat. Okay? So you already got water. This is why it's Capricorn. Most Capricorns are very spiritual and intuitive already. But if you got Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio on top of that, you're a force to be reckoned with. You're a force to be reckoned with. So you're highly spiritual. You're highly spiritual already. So, and I don't know why I said that, but anyway, I'm not trying to think back to it. You have some powerful manifestation abilities. Okay? So watch what you say what you want, say what you mean, all right? And make sure it's not speaking anything against anybody. Remember Proverbs 26 and 27. I live by this. He who diggeth the pit will fall in it. This is why I don't worry about people. I hear people all the time, they say, make sure you're doing your spiritual protection. I respect that. But at the same time, I'm about guarding my energy. Listen, if you low vibrational, I can't be around you. I don't want to be around that. Okay? And I'm talking about perpetually low vibrational. Sometimes we got to help our friends out. Sometimes we got to help uplift our friends. If our friends are in a low vibrational state, let's go in there and find out what's wrong and help them raise their vibrations. You know that's not a low vibrational person. They got injured. They got spiritually injured by somebody. Let's help heal those wounds and get them back to high vibrational. Because when they're high vibrational, they help us. We help each other. When you got a bunch of high vibrational people in the room, low vibrations can't get close to it. It can't even get within a mile radius of it. That's how powerful that energy is. Everything is energy, y'all. Everything is. So I'm going to get ready to wrap this video up. I just wanted to leave you with the key takeaways, all right? If you a Capricorn, it is coming in for you this year. It is coming in, all right? It is coming in. Expect it. Expect it. All those positive seeds that you planted over the last 8-9 years or whatever, I know you've been through it. I know because I have. It's coming in for you. It is coming in. If you planted seeds to good, you're going to get that back in abundance. That shows up in nature, right? Y'all hear me talk about cucumbers a lot. I love cucumbers. I love this one. It's probably my favorite vegetable. Drop a single cucumber seed in some fertile ground and see what you get back. You get back hundreds, if not thousands of seeds in the form of multiple cucumbers growing back. So you always get back more of what you put in the soil, always more than what you put in the soil. This is why you got to plant positive seeds, because if you out there planting negativity, that's coming back in abundance. Stay high vibrational, family. I love you guys. All right, I told you I would tell you about the works that I've done as an author at the end of this video. 3 books, really. 3 books. Let me get my tennis people out of the way first. Y'all know I love tennis. Tennis is a great sport. Anybody can play. One of the things that attracted it to me, among many, but one of the things that attracted me to it was I went to the park one year in my late 20s to play basketball, and I saw these old ladies wearing lace skirts and canvas sneakers out there with these 110 square inch rackets. I call them cheating rackets because all you got to do is touch the ball with it and it bounce off. They ain't really stroking, bam, bam. You know, nobody strokes with a racket that big. I mean, because they're too high powered, you couldn't keep the ball in the court. But with these being older ladies, I understand why older people tend to play with the bigger headed rackets. But anyway, those older people will whoop your butt with that bigger headed racket too if you don't know what you're doing. Don't get it twisted, all right? I see everybody doing the pickleball thing now, but tennis is still about that pugilism, all right? Anyway, I saw these old ladies out there playing tennis, and they were stroking, and they weren't out there just hacking at it like you see some people go out to the tennis court. They're like, No, these old ladies, they had good form. They're turning, hitting their forehands. They're hitting their backhands beautifully. I'm like, they're slicing it. I'm like, look at the grace on these. And I was like, these ladies got to be in their 70s or 80s looking at them. And here I am in my 20s. And about every 4, 5, or 6 months, I get an injury on the basketball court. Why am I playing basketball? I'm not getting paid for this. That's what I want to do. So anyway, tennis people, that's a little quick war story on tennis. Tennis people, Captain's Mate. It is the only book of its kind on the market. You have to own a copy, all right? You have to own a copy of it. Skill, mental, the mental game. Captain's Mate is all about skill in the mental area. When you can overcome your mind, you can overcome any situation, all right? You can overcome any situation, be it in sports, be it in real life, when you overcome your mind. I'm big on the mental game, all right? Captain's Mate, one-of-a-kind book. It is a practical guide for tennis captains, league players, and high school coaches. And I will tell you what my favorite drill is out of that book. It is called Take It to the Cards. How a deck of cards can make you have steel nerves no matter what the score is in a tennis match. A deck of cards can give you steel nerves. I'm not going to give any more away. Download the book. It's available on Amazon Kindle and Apple iBooks, or you can order it from www.talfordarts.com or at amazon.com. You can get it in paperback so you can have it as a printed book that you can hold in your hand. All right? Order it from talfordarts.com and I will autograph it for you. I will personally make sure that you get an autographed copy. Now, which leads me to, mental game leads me to not stuck in an elevator. I'll save that one till last. Though that's kind of mental too. But from fear to faith, a survivor story. How can a person persevere through receiving one of the worst pieces of news from a doctor that they could ever imagine? Mindset. It's not over for me. It's not over. This is just a stepping stone in my story. From fear to faith, a survivor story. Moving from fear of the worst to faith in the best possible outcome. From fear to faith, a survivor story. It chronicles a journey through the war on cancer and how a terrible diagnosis got turned into triumph. All right? Mindset. I've had so many readers read that book that weren't even going through medical issues that said, hey, this book helped me in my career. This book helped me get through relationship issues I was having. It's a formula. You can apply it anywhere. Mindset. Having the proper mindset can help you to achieve what is considered by many to be the impossible. And last but not least, Stuck in an Elevator. Stuck in an Elevator, a tale of passion and self-discovery that takes place high above the Los Angeles skyline. What happens when two completely opposite individuals, one a male, one a female, that on paper should not even like each other, that if they were passing each other on the street, they probably wouldn't even look at each other or speak? What happens when they're stuck in an elevator for 1 hour? And it's only going to take you about an hour to read it. That's Stuck in an Elevator. Hey, listen, family. Again, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you are new to this channel and you like being inspired, all right, you like being entertained, you like leaving the video feeling uplifted. I've had a number of people say, Matt, that video wasn't long enough. I felt so good after I got done watching your video. I watched it twice. And if you like learning something that you probably didn't know, all right? All right? Entertain, educate, uplift, and inspire. Those are the 4 pillars of Talford Arts. That is what I give to you in everything I write and in every piece of video content that I produce, all right? And if I know you personally and you come over to my house, I might show you those cooking skills too. Or if you're having something and I'll bring a dish over to you. So I'm gonna feed you and you're going that first bite, you're gonna put a smile on your face, all right? All right? I love you guys. I love you guys so much. Listen, tell somebody you love them and mean it. How do you mean it? You have to show it. Love is an action word. It's a verb. Yes, love is a noun, a state of being, all right? We know everybody wants to be in love. But to get to that in love part, you got to show love. You got to show love. If you show love, there will be love in the earth. And that's what we're trying to do right now. We're driving the darkness out. We on notice. We serving notice, all right? We serving notice. If you ain't operating in the light, you got to go. You got to go because this light going to hurt your eyes. This light going to hurt your eyes. Let's spread love. Let's spread light. Love you guys. Peace.